welcome to another episode of Straight Game Podcast. I'm one of the hosts, Eddie House, Mike Bibby. We got a special guest. I mean, no introduction needed, man. We know everything that he do. All the Smoke Productions. Steven Jackson, man. Stack.
Jesse Jackson.
What's up,
Appreciate
fam?
you joining us, man.
Thanks for
What's
joining
up,
us,
family?
brother.
My real brothers. What's happening?
What's going down,
What's going on, man? Look, Steve, so let's get right into this, man. We got so many stories, the shit we've been through. Let's start it off with, I remember the first time we met, Coach Evans kind of got us together. We were playing in the Las Vegas. Yeah, we were playing in the Las Vegas tournament, teams that go there. You're on Oak Hill, we're on Shadow Mountain. We end up beating you guys.
Yep.
In Las Vegas, we beat Oak Hill. We end up playing them. And, we're going to the same school. So, the word is we got the best recruiting class in the country. Eugene Edgerson, Justin Wessel, Quinn Tebbs, Steve, me. I remember us sitting on the wall right there. Remember we were sitting on the wall where we had the Excalibur. Steve was over like, what I mean? So I think we think it's about to happen. You know what I mean? So see, we're going back and forth.
Y'all thought it was about to happen. I knew I wasn't finna pass that fucking test, bro.
Look at the setup though, Eddie. Look at the setup. So I'm trying to pump, I'm trying to gas, and Steve, this is the last time you could take it, man. You took it 3 times, you didn't pass. One more, man. You're gonna do it. Let's go get this shit going. Boom, boom, boom. Hit me after the test get done. So I'm thinking like, okay, shit, I know you're gonna pass it, man. I get up there, I hit him. What happened? He said, damn, man. I said, what happened? He said, I didn't even get up.
Hey, Steve, that's why you didn't pass it. You wasn't even trying. You was like, man, fuck this punk ass test.
Well, he didn't even go.
E, that's okay. That wasn't the last time though, E. That was I probably overslept between 2, but the last time was I was actually staying on campus with Mike for a while, right?
Yeah.
Like the first semester. And they set it up for me to take the test somewhere close to the school, off campus, with actually somebody there to administer the test to me.
Help him.
Now you know where I come from. I'm not used to motherfuckers just openly willing to help me with nothing, nigga.
Right.
Especially not no tests.
You
know what I'm saying? No standardized test.
Huh? It's a trick.
You know what I'm saying? So, but not even that. But not even that. E. I'm not educated enough to even think to ask this nigga to help me, right? So I'm going through my normal spiel. Abracadabra, all the way through that motherfucker, because I don't know nothing. Bro, after I take the test, the guy opens his mouth, bro, and say, oh, I'm surprised you didn't ask for any help. You mean to tell me, bro, that you was supposed to help me the whole time and you didn't say nothing to me?
He was finna give you all the answers, bro.
Yes.
No, I would have had me a national championship, dog.
Yeah.
Oh, he would have gave you all the answers.
He was there to help me to do the whole test, and I didn't know.
He was finna slide by. Hey, look, he was finna. He was sliding by. Was like, hey, you struggling with them 3 right there? Okay, it's this one, that one, that one, this one, that one. Okay, cool.
That's all he had to do, E. That's all he had to do, E. Eddie, I'm walking in there looking at him. I'm thinking he in there to make sure I don't cheat or something.
Right.
Eddie, but he taking the test on Arizona's campus.
Yeah, bro. I'm on campus living like I'm playing already too.
See?
I was having a good time.
Wait, let me ask you this, Jack, because statute of limitations is already over. Did you get some paperwork out of them? You get some money?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
See, Eddie, he coming at me thinking I got money.
Because I know you did.
Mike did.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. He keep on telling me for 20 plus years.
Steve, you seen me struggling.
He ain't got no paper.
He was
at Arizona State, so I know for sure he got some paper at Arizona.
Steve seen me struggling.
We were struggling when I was up. Yeah, you right, Mike. I was with you around that time. You right.
Thank you.
But soon as the national championship happened, and he knew he was going in the draft, nigga.
Oh, it was over. The next year. The next, I stayed another year.
Oh, you did stay too. You did stay too. That's right.
And I told him I ain't seen no boosters, nothing. You see how we was living up there, Steve. We was stealing. We was going in. We was doing what we had to do.
We was surviving. You right.
trying to get meals. We taking a little card, going to get
Shame,
a little.
shame on the Arizona
Carl's Jr.
boosters.
Burgers.
Shame on the Arizona boosters for not plugging y'all, man, because they supposed
Yeah,
to
we
be
were
plugging
surviving
y'all.
off Carl's Juniors, baby.
Yeah, right. Hey, what the 99-cent rodeo burger out there?
Hey, look, and so now we go. He gets drafted by the Suns, Eddie. Right?
Yeah, well, I'll tell that story. So
yeah, go for it.
So I woke up. Mama, I was staying with Mike's mom, and she woke me up one morning talking about get your stuff. And normally, when she say that, either she taking me to go meet Dane or go work. Dane, we're going to work out or something. Mm-hmm. And I think even Hank was working out around that time. I think, and I ended up not going to see Hank or Dane, and we ended up getting on the highway. So I ain't asked no questions. You don't ask her too many questions anyway, because she might not even answer you. Shut your dang mouth. Shut your dang mouth, Steve. So we end up on the highway. We end up on the highway, and we end up at the Suns practice facility. So I was already spooked about we going to be pulling up to this arena. But what fucked me up was y'all, we all play in the league, so y'all know when we go to home games, they know us. Mm-hmm. We don't have to do that. They just raise the thing up. Mm-hmm. They just did the same for her, dog. Like she averaged 20 and 10. I swear. So I'm like, so that's supposed to
raise the thing up.
Yeah, they just let her in with no. I'm like, hold up.
He talking about that thing right there to come in, right?
Yeah, to come in, yeah. So I'm like, hold up. That's some serious pull going on. So I'm like, okay, hold up. So we get in there. She told me, I take my shoes. We end up going. You know how the Suns arena is. You got to walk past around the actual arena to get the practice arena.
Yeah.
So they in the practice arena in the back. J Kidd, Danny Ainge, Steve Nash, Cedric Sabatas, all of them in there. And we walk. When we walk in, she's like, "Go down there and get warmed up." So I just look at her for a second. I'm like, "What? Go ahead." So me, I probably didn't have a blunt or two already. So I'm moving a little slow. You know what I'm saying? But I go down there, put my shoes on. She say what's up to Danny Ainge. She was like, "Go ahead and play." She over there. While I'm playing, she over there going. They go sit down in the stands talking. So I go to work, Mike. I go to work.
You ain't got to tell me. I know.
That kid was throwing it off the glass. I was young then, so I'm dunking shit, crossing over. I'm Cedric's about to say it wasn't him. He was on my team. whoever was there got murdered by a baby, a 17, 18-year-old.
Hey, wait. So said it wasn't you what was killing him?
He said he was on my team.
I'm fit because I know said. So I'm finna be like, man, Jack said he was whooping your motherfucking ass when he was a youngster when y'all was
Sad know me. Sad comments like, Jack, man, I done heard you tell this story 20 times, Jack. It wasn't me, bro. It was everybody else in the gym, but it wasn't me, bro. So I gotta stop saying, but whoever was in the gym, bro, got murdered that day while I played so well. The Suns had made a trade that year already for McDice and George McLeod, and they got Steve Nash. So they only had one pick in the draft, which was the second to last pick in the draft. And I couldn't make the roster anyway because the roster was full. So the fact that I played so well, they not only did me your mom a solid, but they did me a solid by telling me that they're gonna draft me in the last pick just to get my name in the system and guarantee me $250,000. You know what I'm saying? So the off the strength of mama and off the way I played, that's how I got an NBA system.
What you do with that money?
I know the first check he got. We was calling his agent for like a week and a half straight. Like, did the check come in yet? I'm hitting.
That ain't what I learned out of the situation. This is what I learned out of the situation. But motherfuckers will hold your money, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, motherfuckers will hold your bread. And me, I'm young. We fresh out, so I need mine as soon as I know I got it.
Right, period. Run that
like,
shit.
I'm thinking as soon as I sign the dotted line, y'all finna give me a bag full of cash. That's how I'm thinking. I'm still this. I'm coming into new. I'm from the ghetto. I don't know nothing. So I'm thinking this how all this happened. I get a check. Then, okay, yeah, you finally get the check. Bam. Okay, bam. I put the check in yesterday. I go to the bank to get it. Bro, we got a 7-day hold. I say, Mike, you ever heard of some shit talking 7-day hold?
They gave you a punk ass $250 though, huh? Say you got $250 now, but the rest is on hold. And
the check was for $25,000, right, Mike? I think it was $25,000.
We spent it all.
We spent all that shit in the mall once it cleared.
Every single drop.
Air Max, Jabos,
that's what I'm saying.
Polos.
Old school Jabos. Y'all was
Oh,
fly.
bro, we went crazy.
He was taking everybody was in with us. We had like 20 people we were shopping with. He spent Eddie. I'm not lying. We spent it
everybody had a
all
Slurpee
in that trip.
right?
When it got back to Judy, though, when it got back to my mama, that was the last check I seen for a while, partner. It got back to Judy, trust me. It got back to Judy, and that never happened again.
Oh, shit.
Hey,
Oh, shit.
Stack, I don't know if you remember this, though. You came out to Miami to work out for the Heat.
And almost died.
Okay, but no, he was killing, though, Mike. No, I bullshit you not. Me and him was on
You
the
ain't got to
same.
tell me.
No, look, me and him was on the same squad, and we was killing. I don't know if you remember, I had my 71 Cutlass at the time on 3 times
What year
gold.
was this?
This was
2000, 2001.
Yeah,
somewhere around there. I had the
yeah.
drop top cutty, sky blue.
You weren't in the league yet, Steve?
No, it was the camp before actual camp.
Yeah. And
Right.
so he came there the way it was like, you supposed to be there if you already on the team, especially with the Heat. You supposed to be there. You ain't supposed to. You can't leave Miami. You got to be out, especially you're a youngster. You don't have the cachet to just dip. You got to be out there. They're going to put you through the work. And so we come out there. We start off 3-on-3, right? Me and him on the same squad. I'm diming this nigga. He going up. Boom, bam. And I'm like, damn. Okay, cool. I mean, this nigga really killed the shit, right? We played 5-on-5. We killed them motherfuckers. But Stack, do you remember what we did after do you remember what we did after that? You probably don't. I took you to my partner house. He's one of Bob Marley's musicians. And we went and we smoked. And Blood was smoking out of a chalice. Like something that was like hella
Yes,
big.
nigga, I remember that now.
Nigga, we was
Nigga,
blowing
I
out a
forgot about
chalice.
that.
Yeah, we was blowing out a chalice. That motherfucker was so big that we was out there like, I was like, damn, I was ripped. We smiled back in the
Nigga.
colors. We kicked it. We had a really good time, man. And they didn't get you for whatever reason. But I thought you did everything you could because I was like, man, this motherfucker's a baller. This nigga could hoop out here.
That was too much. That was too much full court drills and running for me. E. That shit was.
Hey, listen. Hey, you ain't got to tell me because I lived that shit.
We did the same shit in Vancouver. What year we gonna bring to Vancouver? I told you we were trash. He come out to Vancouver. We end up playing. He did good his first one. I said, hey, yeah, they ain't gonna cut you. They ended up cutting him earlier that time. So the second time he came, I got him in again.
Ask Sharif Abdul Rahim. He know. He was one of them big ones.
Eddie.
Everybody that was at the wing spot. Everybody was at the wing spot. I was raw, E.
Eddie, he was, I don't know if he had too much hood for him or what, but he was in there talking shit. He was in there, Eddie, he was killing them.
I was hungry,
and he came in. The last time I was like, ain't no way, bro. There's no way. Ain't no way they're cutting you. They take him back. He come back. And they just cut me. I said, bullshit.
Yeah. When they called me in there, I'm like, what? I'm like, oh man. And I think they cut me for was it with Joe Stevens? No, it was
Joe Stevens. Yeah, Joe Stevens stayed. There was about
that's the politics
9
right
people
there.
on there that shouldn't have been on there.
That's the politics, man. And
we're a bottom team.
It don't even
end
matter.
Up playing. He ended up playing fucking 15 years.
Didn't I end up
how that shit go?
Didn't I end up kicking that dude in the face a couple days before that? Was that in Vancouver? Was that in Vancouver?
Yeah, that was in Vancouver.
Yeah, some drunk dude talking crazy to Dane, and Dane gorilla slap him, and I hit him with a Vinatieri to finish him off.
No, you didn't kick him. He stomped him.
Oh.
So it wasn't a kick. It was like a if his head would have hit
a pound.
It would.
Yeah, but he was drunk. He was drunk, tripping, fucking with the wrong people.
I said, Steve, we cannot do that no more. We try to make it right now. You can't.
Yeah, I was out of control then. I have grown up.
Dane grabbed his ass like, get your ass over here, Steve. You can't do that shit no more, man. So
look, Steve, good memories. Shout out Angela. Angela in Vancouver, bro. That's my sister. I still talk to her. She's a lawyer now.
Oh, for real?
Baller.
Yeah, she's a lawyer now.
Kiki, we got some friends and family still out there. So Steve, talk about our high school class. Probably one of the best ever.
I mean,
talk about that.
for me, bro, and I'm not just being biased. I know KG and and Paul and them and all them, but like if you look at our class and the careers the guys in our classes has had, you know what I mean? Even to the point where you got guys like Corey Benjamin had a good 8-year stint in the league. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of guys from our class, man. I would say our class is not, if it's not the best class, then it's 1B.
Yeah.
Because, considering
95 was cold too, though. 95 was a
that's what I'm
cold class
saying. That's what
too,
I'm
for
saying.
sure.
If the class before us, if it's not the class before us, then it's us. For simple fact that when you put Mike Bibby, Rip Hamilton, Jermaine O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, Tim Thomas,
Ooh,
me,
keep talking.
Lauren Woods,
Mateen Cleaves,
Mateen Cleaves,
Ed Cota,
Ed Coder,
Ed
Winfrey Walton,
Coder.
but like I was just naming the pros though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They had long careers. I think, if you had to pick 10 out of just say 95 and pick just 10 out of our 96 Madonna class, I think we'll have the better roster.
Yeah.
Oh,
for sure.
that sound,
Pro wise,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you put it in that way, yeah. Cause what 95 had Paul, KG, Vince, right?
Yep.
Cause Vince with
Yep.
that.
With Sharif.
Sharif.
Sharif. They had a crazy class.
They
Yeah.
did. Y'all had a crazy class too. Well, I'm
Yeah.
part of that 90. I just wasn't part of that McDonald's shit. But
Yeah.
yeah, I was 96 too. We had a
But say,
cool class.
we're
crazy thing,
saying
they
all the
had
names.
everybody on their
They were
team.
sleeping on Tim Thomas.
Oh,
No, Tim
he
Thomas
was a
was a
monster.
man child.
He was a monster.
Like, hey, the cold part about it is like when you heard about Tim Thomas, you heard like, oh, this motherfucker this big, he do this, he could do all this, he could shoot threes, and this is before motherfuckers was shooting threes or be able to shoot. They had to play with their back to the basket. They like, no, he could play on the wing, he could cross over, he got handle, he could do finish at the rim. He'd be like, what? Ain't no way. It's like almost like, yeah, right. Get the fuck out of here. They hyping this East Coast nigga up, and you seen him. I was like,
Yep.
oh shit, I had to. If I had glass, I would have did that. Hold up, I
Yeah.
gotta rub my motherfucking nose,
Once you
take my
see
shit
it,
off,
E,
and look at that shit. You know what I'm
because
saying?
I heard about him a lot too, E, being in my class, but I really wasn't in the camps because I was doing a lot of Nike stuff. He was doing a lot of Adidas stuff, so I didn't see him much. Because I really hung out with BD and Mike on a lot of them West Coast teams with schools and shit. So, but when we played in the McDonald's game, I got a chance to actually see this nigga in practice and all that.
You was like, ooh.
But you seen his highlight tape?
Bro, so you heard the story why he didn't go straight out of high school, right? So he told it on our show. So they had Kobe number 1, and he said he wasn't going in the draft until he was going to be the number 1 pick, right? So if you look at the first play of the game, I think he caught the ball and went and did some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? And he say he did that, and he was run back down the court, and he asked them, "Is Kobe number 1 still in the pick?" And as he say, he came back again. They come in, they told him, "Yeah, Kobe's still number 1 after the game." So he said, "I'm going to college."
Damn.
He said the only way he was going if he was going number 1 pick.
So wait, in 96, who went number? Well, that was AI.
AI, I think.
Yeah,
AI
went number 1. Yeah, AI went number 1. That was one of the coldest draft classes right there, too. By the way,
Steve, but y'all had everybody on y'all team. all of them was on their team.
Hey, that's what Mike's always say this though. Steve, listen, he always say, he's like, it was fucked up. They put everybody on one team. I'm over here with, some good ass players.
He had Corey Benjamin and Winfrey Walton. They was riding. Yeah. Corey Benjamin and Winfrey Walton was riding with you.
Look, Eddie, first tip, boom, boom, dunk. Start the game.
Who passed that? Was that not Sham guy? Who was that?
That was Shaheen Holloway was on the team too.
Yeah, because he won the MVP. Steve, you supposed to win that bitch though, wasn't you?
Man, Shaheen know that too.
But you know what they was trying to do, Steve. That's
when I first got a real taste of politics, bro.
Yeah, but you know what they was trying to do, Steve? They was trying to. Everybody wanted him to be the number 1 point guard.
They was hyping y'all up.
Yeah, so now we give him the McDonald's game. That might be a chance for him to move up. He's from New Jersey. Mike's from Phoenix.
That was Sonny Hill guy.
Yeah, ain't nobody coming from Phoenix. So they were Slam magazine had him ahead of me.
Sonny Hill from
publications. All these publications had him ahead of me.
Yep.
But then at the end, it finally came to the thing like, you know what, shit, we got to put Mike. You know what I mean? But they were trying. That's That's probably the reason why he didn't get it. They're trying to make a push, I think, for him to push him over the top.
Well, I led the game in scoring. I think I probably missed. I don't even think I missed a shot.
He was out there working. Everybody on your team was working.
Everybody on their squad, they was dogging y'all niggas.
I was there.
I was watching this shit. Trust me, I was watching it because I'm looking like, okay, so I'm gonna have to see some of these niggas in college. Mike, you was one of them. I'm like, okay, he going to Arizona. I'm finna go to Arizona State. I'm gonna have to see this nigga. Let me just watch what he got. Oh, this nigga's a hooper. Okay,
Bro,
cool.
Jermaine O'Neal didn't even start.
They out there getting whooped.
Yeah,
though.
he had the tip.
Jermaine O'Neal didn't even start. No, he did not, bro.
Who? Vasil
effed him off and Tim Thomas started. Jermaine O'Neal and Rip Hamilton didn't even start.
How crazy is that, bro?
All them on one squad. They fucked y'all. Steve, you supposed to be on their team because you closer to the West Coast. If they doing East and West,
Hill though.
I came from Oak Hill.
Yeah, that's what it was. You was the Virginia Oak Hill.
But shit, Mateen was from Detroit and he was on the West.
Yep, the Midwest. They put him on the West. They put him on the West too. Yeah,
they made it how they wanted. They made it how they wanted to make it. You know,
they had two Texas guys on the West though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Gerald Brown and
forgot
his name. He used to wear the box.
Yeah, I know Glendon Alexander.
Glendon Alexander. Damn, that's old school right there.
Yeah, Glendon.
We was out there getting our ass whooped.
That is some old school shit right there. Hey, Steve, let me ask you something about. A lot of people don't really know, like, what was your relationship with Pop, right? Because everybody talks about him being one of the greatest coaches to ever do it. You know what I'm saying? And you've played for a lot of coaches, and in your brain, because I know when I played for Pat Riley, I could say what separates him from anybody else. What separated Pop from any other coach that you had? If you feel like he's the best coach you had, or do you feel like was Don Nelson your best coach ever?
Nah. I think Don probably the only coach that believed in me the most. Mm-hmm. You know, him and Rick Carlisle, they believed in me the most. But Pop is definitely my guy. Pop is a lot of men that control teams. They can hold that coach title, right? Mm-hmm. But I give Pop the title of being a leader, because if you play for the San Antonio Spurs, you know one thing: in those timeouts, it's going to be Mike Budenholzer going there doing some timeouts doing the offense. It's going to be Mike Brown going in the timeout talking doing defense. So Pop is more than the coach. And he don't do too much coaching. He do more teaching than anything. But he's a great leader, because he starts at the top with him, and from the general manager, from whoever running the team, from the ball boys to the camera, he instills in them to buy in championship or nothing. And when you walk into the organization, to the practice arena, to everywhere, you're going to feel like that. If you don't have the attitude, you're not going to be a part of that. But for me, coming that young in the league, you know, and not having my dad in the home, you know, as a young man coming into the NBA, being with the Spurs was the best thing for me, because Pop taught me how to be a professional. You know, he put me in a lot of situations where, you know, even if I responded wrong, I had to learn from him, and I became a man while I was there. You know what I'm saying? I learned that it wasn't just a game. You know what I'm saying? You got to show up and be a professional. You got to prepare. Him and Steve Smith, I was blessed to have both of them at the same time, because when I didn't understand from where I come from, Pop couldn't really relate to me. Steve Smith would be able to give it to him in a real nigga fashion. You know what I'm saying? But then I had Pop at the same time having my back. When I first started playing, I was averaging like 18 off the bench. He put me in the starting lineup midway during the season, and we ended up winning the championship. So Pop believed in me in a certain extent, but he put me through a lot of stuff. But I was like, to this day, I just called the PR guy yesterday to check on him. Like, Pop, he was like a father to me, bro, early in my NBA career. You know what I'm saying? I give him that, but I don't call him a coach. I say he's probably the best leader that the NBA's ever seen.
Would you feel?
Would you say that's the best team you've been on? The Spurs?
The best team I've been on? No.
We believe.
No.
No?
We could have won back-to-back championships if we wouldn't have got suspended in Indiana.
Oh, yeah, y'all was nice.
We had the best team in the league, bro, on both ends of the court. You had me at the tour,
and off the street, and off the court too.
And we partied and did all this shit. Exactly, Mike. We were really rock stars, bro. Let me tell you, me and Ron at the wings. That's a problem for every 2 and 3 every night. Because we both relentless. We both gonna play on both ends. And y'all know this. It's not many teams in the NBA, especially around that time, that had 2s and 3s that was playing both ways.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It wasn't that. It was
either or.
Either or. You know what I'm saying? Then Reggie was still there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So Reggie, we still had Reggie. You know what I'm saying? Jamal Tinsley. Then you get to the big man. You got Jermaine O'Neal right there. You got Jonathan Bender. People don't sleep on Jonathan Bender because he kept having no knee problems, but he was a real sick. Basically, he was Tim Thomas with a little bit more athletic.
Didn't he set the record for most points in the McDonald's game?
Yeah.
He
Jonathan
did
Bender.
that. Yeah.
Then big guys, we had Jeff Foster, Scott Pollard, David Harrison. So the way our team was built, bro, and when that actual brawl happened, we was 14-5. So we was running through everybody. And Detroit was the defending champs. We was beating them by 15 at home on national TV. So I just feel like that was the best team I was on, because from 1 through 8, we could have played with anybody, any team, any night. And Ron could have won if he was Ron in his right mind.
Defensive Player of the Year.
And no. He could have won Defensive Player of the Year and MVP multiple years if he was, because nobody couldn't stop him. No guards in the NBA was stopping Ron.
Stack.
I played with him. I played with him in sack.
That's heavy talk, Stack.
Hey,
MVP,
let me tell you why, E.
Wait, look, let me say, MVP and Defensive Player of the Year, that's Michael Jordan type shit. That's heavy talk, brother.
But Ron Artest, without a cloud over him and without any of the bullshit, there was nobody that can guard him on the post. To be 6'7" with 260 pounds, the handle he had was unbelievable. So what I'm saying is, he could, if he was in his right mind, one, he gonna lock whoever he gonna lock whoever up in the first place. Whoever he guarding, he gonna take that pride.
Wait, this nigga said if he was in his right mind.
Because back then it was two different Rons. You never know who's gonna show up.
Yeah, you don't know who it's gonna be. Right.
You don't know what Ron gonna show up to the game. I've seen it too many times, even at practice. But the right Ron, the Ron that go out there and dominate on offense and lock his man down, I've seen him do it too many nights against the best, brother, with ease. With ease, bro. So I'm saying if he could have done that for 2 years straight, bro, I think he could have done it.
I'm just laughing at how you said nigga in his right mind.
Yeah, y'all know Ron. Y'all know Ron.
Yeah, I know that.
Ron came on they traded Ron for Pager, right? He came on the bus with a suit, white shoes on. Same shoes he got on the bus with, that he just got off the plane with, he was lacing up to play in the game.
Hey, he was acting like he was at the park with his.
They didn't have nothing else on the shoe. It was just a plain white shoe. Bro, and he rode on it with marker, but it had nothing on it.
My brother has evolved, man. He's starting a $100 million venture right now. You know what I'm saying? He really in the tech world. He doing some great shit. But look, let me tell you how he's evolved. Nigga, we had practice one day in Indiana, and we all in it. We loose. Everybody got a little lather. Rick like, bring it in. I'm like, what the fuck wrong at? Everybody looking around to my dog. We put it in. Nigga say, 1, 2, 3. Pacers. Soon we said Pacers, the garage door to the cars is connected to the practice gym. Nigga, as soon as we said Pacers, he hit the door. Boom! Practice shit already on. This practice shit already on, bro. I think he had on some Air Force Ones or something, tight. Came in up, somebody, how he run like he loose. All right, coach, my bad, I'm here. Dog, with his practice shit already on, dog. I'm like, bro, you one of a kind. And came and killed in practice.
He said it's some forces though.
Him and Jamal Tinsley should do that all the time.
Tinsley was tough too.
Yes, he was.
So I always could tell this story. I'm gonna get Ron on here so Ron could tell it. Ron pulled up to the game in an F1 car. him and his wife. His wife was behind him. They got out the car, Eddie, with helmets on. They wore helmets.
They came in with helmets on with this shit, with the flip shit.
Yes, they had the helmet on, and his wife was sitting directly behind him because it was a seat like that. So one in the front and one in the back,
like a fighter jet.
Yeah, so he
came in
parked
like some fighter pilots.
He parked it. The cop said, "Ron, I can't let you leave in this. This is not a street legal car. You cannot drive this home. We're gonna have to get it towed. You got to find a ride home." But that's the type of shit they do.
Did he jump in that motherfucker and smob off and say, "Catch me if you can"?
No, he couldn't leave. But it was something else, man. But look, so Steve, there's another story that I like to hear you tell. I know y'all were wilding when y'all was out there. There's a strip club story that you got that you tell. Go ahead and let us hear it. I don't know if you heard the story yet, Eddie, about
So
them being at the strip club.
So with me, so much time has happened, and I've seen. I mean, I've had people reach out to me that was there, that was came to court. So I've heard a million stories about what happened and what did happen. So I'm gonna tell you what I believe happened, because I'm the one got hit by the car.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did hear that you got. He said I got hit by a car. Fuck what anybody else talk about. That motherfucker ran through me, huh?
Yeah, for real.
No,
So
that's not even funny.
it's right at preseason. I mean, it's season getting ready
Oh
to start,
shit.
and hold on. Season get ready to start, and we just want to go hang out and have a drink, as a team. It was a strip club that we go to all the time named Rio. I'm talking about we always there. The people know us, the owners know us. So
And that was in
just
Indiana.
yeah, in Indiana. And that night, me and Al, matter of fact, the whole day, Snap Hunter, he was trying out for the team. His wife and my girl at the time, we was with them all day shopping. And Al called me like around 9:00, like, bro, the whole team going out. You pulling up? I'm like, nah. He's like, man, come on, bro. So, what I'm saying, we decided, as a team player, we pull up, me and Al pull up.
Them hoes had to be terrible over there, though, man. I'm sorry, man. Indiana didn't have no fine bitches. They had to be terrible, brother. Like, keep it real.
Hey,
Them was some ugly bitches out there.
I'm not saying it was 8. It was 8 out of 10 was bad, but it was a good 6 out of 10.
And them six was getting pressured. You know what I mean? Ants on sugar. You know
They
what I mean?
probably
Like,
and they probably was getting recycled.
yeah, for
Facts.
sure, for
Facts.
sure, yeah, for
Yeah, they
sure.
probably was getting recycled too. But we ended up going to the club and hanging out and shit, and like I wasn't drinking. Al, but we like a lot of us wasn't even drinking. So man, Al was like, Al wanted to go to another spot, but I'm like, man, I should have stayed my ass at home. So me and Snap was gonna leave and go to the house, and Al was going, downtown or whatever. So as we pulling out the parking lot, I see Jamal Tinsley running to his car and some guys chasing him. So where I'm from, I can recognize all type of shit like that. I know when it's what's going on. So I could have been that nigga. I was in a nice Bentley. I could have just kept going, went home, went to sleep, read about that shit in the news, right? But I ain't that type of nigga. We had just got our gun license probably like 2-3 weeks before that shit happened. So I got my shit on me in my holster, and as I back out, I hop out. I got it on my hip, and as I get over there, I think they kind of squaring up on him, like surrounding him because he running to his car. So I'm thinking JT going to get his pistol. But by the time I get over there, they just over there running their mouth like they're just going to do something. So I slap one of them with the pistol. You know what I'm saying? We end up fighting this shit to the point where everybody coming out. So when motherfuckers start surrounding us, I think quick. I let off a couple shots and now, bye, bitch, back up. Everybody
Yeah,
start
get to
running.
running, right? Get to running.
Ain't nobody finna hit me from behind and have me sleep in the parking lot. I'm not going. Like I'm from this. I'm really from this, so I ain't buckling under pressure. You know what I'm saying? I let a couple of them hoes off, and as soon as I do that, the security guard, like I said, we go to this club all the time. So he grabbed me and he was like, man, get out of here, pushing me to my car. The police finna come pushing me to my car. And as I'm running to my car, one of them dudes that was with him that ran off, he had gotten this car. And as soon as he saw me running, he zeroed in coming at me. And I like I said, I wasn't drunk, so my reactions was cool. So I turned and saw the car coming so fast, I couldn't get out of the way. So instead of me just standing there and let him hit me, I jumped to where my butt hit the hood, but I still hit the windshield like that. Boom. And I flew
Oh,
up in the
like the Kobe video. God bless his soul. Like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
video. Like you was
yeah.
like, oh shit, like me get up over this.
I tried to, but really, to be honest, I wasn't even trying to jump over the car. I just didn't want the car to hit my leg, so I just tried to jump. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? It can
Have
hit
that
me, but
shit
that's
run
gonna take
over
my
you.
leg. He would have killed
Right.
me. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Right.
saying? So I just jumped, and from the windshield, me hitting the car, and the momentum from the car, I just fly in the air, and I land dead on my face. Boom, boom, boom. And as I'm hitting the ground, my lips shattering, all my teeth falling, coming out.
Damn.
I feel my shit coming out. But nigga, my adrenaline, I stood right up, nigga.
Gotta get
Stood
up out of
right up.
there.
I stood right up, and the way he had to come to get back to the major street, when he turned around, his lights hit me in my face. So and it woke, you know what I'm saying? It kind of woke me up because I'm thinking he's finna come hit me again. By that time, I can't say his name right now because he's doing some great stuff in this world, and you know what I'm saying, I don't want to put him in this, but we talk about it. One of my teammates, he ended up shooting at the car from this way, you know what I'm saying, because he saw me get hit by the car, one of my close friends today, you know what I'm saying. We ended up shooting at the car, and the car ended up pulling off, you know what I'm saying, to the point where somewhere during that time when we chasing the car, shooting at the car, I pass out. I wake up, I remember waking up in the police car with Marquise Daniels.
Keezy.
Because they had us both in handcuffs, and just me and him. Everybody else was still. They was talking. I think they had our other teammates in the club, and I was unconscious. But he saw my mouth bleeding and my lips all shattered in blood, so he thought I was choking on blood and shit. You know what I'm saying? He thought I was choking. I was dying or something. So I woke up from him kicking the window. So they come check him. That's how I come up out of it. He kicking the window, trying to tell him to come check on me and shit. And they end up letting us. They end up letting us out the car and talking to us, taking our gun license. They was like, "We know who y'all are. We ain't worried about y'all. We'll talk to y'all. Y'all can go ahead and go home." So they asked me, "Do I want some medical assistance?" At that time, my adrenaline was still pumping. So I'm like, "Man, I don't want. I'm good." They let us go. We ended up going meet everybody, all our homeboys. We done called everybody. We met at the gas station. We got the drop on these fools. We know where they stay. We hang out. So my whole thing is, man, I'm ready to ride. During that mid time when I'm ready to go fuck up my life, Jermaine O'Neal stopped me. He's like, "Bro, I hear all that shit, and I feel you. I'm shit. Fuck it. I'm ready to go with you at this point. The way I went after I see your face, but dog, your mouth. You have to go to the hospital, bro. You have to go now." And as soon as he said that, bro, my shit started hurting like a motherfucker. I'm talking about instantly. As soon as he said that, you know what I'm saying, to where my mouth was so fucked up, bro. To sum it up, I had to have plastic surgery on my lips for 2 hours with no anesthesia.
Damn.
And the reason why
no anesthesia?
They couldn't add anesthesia because my lips were so swollen. If they would have added it, they would have burst.
Damn.
So I had to sit there for 2 hours. Rick Carlisle, let me tell you how Rick Carlisle held my hand, and my girl held my other hand. And my girl had a hand on my chest, and he was cutting my skin, pulling out shit out my gums and my teeth and my lips and cutting shit. And I'm fighting that shit for 2 hours. And when he did the last stitch, he put his hand on my chest and like, "I'm sorry, Mr. Jackson, but I'm finished. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." Because he knew the pain I was fighting. Bro, I slept through x-rays, MRI. I slept for like 7 hours until they let me go home. I don't remember the x-rays. I don't remember none of that shit.
Let me ask you this, because I know this story. I heard you tell it before.
And I tried to play 7 days later. It was like, "Man, sit your ass down somewhere."
Hey, was that what kind of car? Was that nigga in a box Chev?
Yeah.
I knew it, man. I knew it. I knew the nigga was in the box Chev. I knew it. I swear to God. I don't think you ever said what kind of car they was in. I don't think I've ever heard you out your mouth say, "Hey, it was in a box Chev," but I knew that's exactly the car that nigga would have been driving in a box Chev. I swear to God. That's why I said, was the nigga in a box Chev? Yes, he was.
It was a 2-door white. It had a white rag on. It was a
Caprice.
It was a Chevy or a Caprice, bro.
Yeah, Chevy Caprice. It was an old school
Chevy
box.
Caprice, yeah. Excuse me. It was a Riviera Caprice. Excuse me.
Oh, a Riviera or a Regal or okay. Yeah.
Something like that. It was something like that. Yeah,
Monte
one of them
Carlo.
two. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
It was something with the 2 doors with the white top.
I know
you know
exactly
what
you're talking about. Yeah. Yes, I know exactly I knew it. With the headlights it's 2 right here. It's the square boom boom and then boom boom.
Sir.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, sir.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That motherfucker hurt.
I know it did, man. That's fucked up. But I swear to God, I knew that's what the motherfucker was in. Something like that, man. I knew it.
Yeah, old school.
I never got a chance to ask you that, man. I just want to ask you that one time because I knew it, man. That's exactly what the motherfucker would be in too, at that time.
Yeah,
it was before the dunk days. So if it was in the dunk days, he probably would have had some 24s on that motherfucker. But it was
his shit wasn't souped up.
Oh, his shit was raggedy.
Yeah, that nigga shit was bare minimum. So that was real iron.
Yeah, that shit was big.
Yeah.
Hey, the fucked up part about it though, if y'all remember, they had just put us on probation for the brawl shit. So now I end up violating probation.
Damn, and it was all bad.
So now I'm violating probation. So now I got to go back to Detroit and go to court there because that's where they put us on probation. And I got to go do these 10 days in this jail program and community service, all kind of shit, dog.
I didn't know you did all that.
Hell yeah, and they had to go back and forth. Man, that shit was crazy, bro.
Damn.
How far is that back and forth from Detroit for just people that wouldn't know? How far is it from Indiana to Detroit? Like, are you Indianapolis to Detroit?
It's close.
Yeah, it ain't that bad.
It ain't
Yeah.
it ain't far, but during the summer, I got to go. You know what I'm saying? And in the program, what they did was we was basically prisoners from 7 to 7, some shit like that. But we out there working with them. You know what I'm saying? Doing all the field work and all the shit. We come home smelling like deer piss and all kind of.
What you mean field work? What you talking about?
Bro, we go check ourselves
You was on
into
the
this.
chain gang? They had y'all on the chain gang.
We wasn't in cuffs, but we was out there working with them.
Damn. I didn't know
Yep, from
That's
that.
7 to 7 for 10 days. I had to do 10 days of that shit.
I didn't know
But
that
y'all
shit.
didn't have to sleep there though, right?
Hell no,
No,
I got
7 to
out at
7.
7 every day. I
7 to
go
7.
home.
7 to 7.
They pick me up at 7 every day.
Damn. And they had
That's
y'all out
tough.
there just cheap labor, huh?
Man, doing on the highway, all that shit, dog.
Yeah.
I'm like,
All
bro,
the cheap labor out there.
that shit was for the birds, nigga.
Fuck. Damn, I did not know that, man. That's fucked up right there. They
That shit'll make a nigga stay out of trouble, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
shit.
goddamn right it will. Shit, nigga think twice before he make the move. But speaking of that, I'm gonna pivot a little bit, man. If you don't mind, if you are willing to talk about it, all of your philanthropist work that you've been doing, since one of your best friends have went through what he's went through, losing his life, and you being a proponent of that and speaking up on that and being righteous on everything about that movement. Um, like when that happened, right? Because we've all lost people, right? You know what I'm saying? And God bless you, your brothers. You know what I'm saying? I know. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody
Appreciate
that
it.
you've lost, man. Salute to everybody and salute to you too for standing strong and holding it down.
Appreciate you, bro.
But when something like that happens, you feel what I'm saying? Like out the blue, like that, in the manner that it did. You understand me? With police brutality, when we always talk about people don't know in the black community, it's been going on forever, right?
Right.
And so when that happened, like, what was the realization? Like, what the fuck was it? A shock at first, and then at the end of that, like, man, fuck this, I'm finna ride. Was you ready to crash out, or and what was it that honed you in to go the right way instead of crashing out? Because it's so many of us will crash out because it's just like, man, fuck this, I can't
Mm-hmm.
take it. You know what I mean?
Well. For me, bro, I appreciate all the love too. I can't wait to do my movie or tell my documentary because God has put some amazing and some difficult situations in my life that all made me the person I am today, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, um, with George Floyd, it was different because it's stuff like that you see in movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like we never thought, like I never grew up thinking that, okay, bam, I see a close friend get killed by a cop, but not just see it, the whole world see it. And he becomes someone, a face of change. Say what I would say, he becomes the face of change, right? So I was just sleeping on my couch with my daughter, and my phone was just ringing, kept ringing, and I was getting a whole bunch of texts from my wife's mother. My wife is from Minnesota. Her mom still lives in Minnesota. So I saw it. I'm like, I'll answer them later because we always talk about all kind of stuff. Then I get a text from my homeboy Mike D when I finally wake up, and it says, "You see what they did to your twin." So if you from Third Ward, Texas, or you from Port Arthur, you know me and George Floyd call each other twin. We've been calling each other twin forever. How we met, my rest in peace, his homeboy Telly brought him to Port Arthur. First Telly told me, he was like, bro, Floyd? I'm like, nah, I never met him. He's like, man, y'all might have the same dad. I'm like, whatever. He bring Floyd to me. As soon as we see each other, first we look at each other like, nigga, who your dad? Nigga, who your daddy? You know what I'm saying? Because we look that much alike. You know what I'm saying? Ever since
Right.
then, my whole NBA career, summertime, I'm pulling up on him and his nephew Woo. I'm down there, we smoking and drinking, hanging out, we do all summer. So that's how we became cool. And he was super protective of me. You know, a lot of times when you're in those neighborhoods, niggas around think because you're around, they can hang, ask you for shit. He made sure nobody around was trying to ask for shit and leech off me, whatever. So we was real tight. So when I woke up and got the text from Mike and I seen that, like immediately I started throwing stuff and I started crying because that's the last thing I expect to wake up to. Seeing my homeboy murder, you know what I'm saying? Now it's all on TV, like, you know what I'm saying? So, and this how genuine I was with the shit, E. So, when shit like this happen, everybody and their mama trying to get in front of the cameras, benefit from it, see how they can get next to the family and all kind of shit. So with me, I'm looking at it like, damn, it ain't no blueprint to do this shit. So I'm just sitting like, I'm just hurt. I don't know what to do. So I get a call from his daughter's mother, right? She telling me, she's been around the family's lawyer, which was Ben Crump, and he said some things to her that rubbed her the wrong way to make her feel that he's not really about George Floyd. He about something else. He told her that he's going to take care of the family, then he's going to come back and take care of the golden child. So she feeling like, you're not going to exploit my daughter. That's how she took that, right? So she eventually reached out to me, said she wanted to get another lawyer. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I got into the play. So the whole time while I'm helping her, his nephew, Wu, who was the spokesperson for George Floyd's family, and a lot of them I don't even know. I just know his sisters, right? But they wasn't nowhere in the picture. They had them nowhere around. But Wu had DM'd me on my Instagram that morning. It happened, saying the family needs you. But I'm glad that I didn't see that because I didn't want to go be around his family, a whole bunch of people I didn't know, to make it seem like I'm around them for benefit of something, you know what I'm saying, that's probably bigger than we all know. Mm-hmm. Everybody thinking about money at the time. I don't want to be fake and I don't want to be around this because I don't know him, but I know his daughter. We got daughters the same age. I know his daughter's mother, so I had a relationship with them. So I didn't have a blueprint, but I knew I had to help her in any way I can. I knew any way I could. Now, I was helping her get a lawyer, bro. That was where I was telling her I was stopping it, right? I told her, she was like, no, Steve, I need somebody to speak for me. You speak, you on TV, you know how to talk in front of the camera. I don't, Like this she crying this out to me. I'm like, man, like, shit, I don't know what to do. I ain't no activist. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what to do. I mean, I can go from the heart because that's all I know. You know what I'm saying? So I had no blueprint, bro. I just led with my heart. Like it's a lot. I never thought I'd see the protesting, the looting, the fighting with the police, putting police stations on fire in Minnesota. Like the city of Minnesota really rolled. You know what I'm saying? And it felt like some movie stuff, but I think the only reason God protected me, because I was getting death threats. I was getting all my DMs were blowing up with death threats. People calling my phone, hacking my phone, all kind of shit, bro. Shit to make you want to go run and hide. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't. I stood tall. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I didn't know what I was doing, but for the most part, bro, at one point I had lost like 20 pounds because I wasn't eating.
Stressing.
But waking up doing 4-5 news stations a day, you know what I'm saying? Bro, this was the biggest civil rights movement in history that I led. 18 countries and 50 states all protested at one time. It's never been done. So I was here, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had no idea what I was doing at the time. I was just leading with my heart, and I was just being the face for my brother and helping his daughter and his mom, dog. And you know what I'm saying? I really feel I did my part. Did we get change? Yeah, but has things changed? No. They still killing us. It's still going on. But I'm just happy that I had a place in history with doing something right and doing something for our people. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't specifically for myself.
Well, Salute to that.
Salute to that.
You did that.
Appreciate it.
You did that, man. Shit. What gotta change the thing a little bit. But you did that. But so kind of tell us what you're going over now. You know what? Before we do that, Steve, let's go to your wedding. Mm-hmm. The one that I went to.
Yeah.
And the one.
No, I'm only laughing because I know the story.
No, but it's a story that you wouldn't believe unless you were there.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what, Mike? A lot of young men
need to listen to that blueprint.
They have DM'd me, they have called me, they have seen me in public. It was like, bro, they laugh at first, but like, bro, I learned from that. It's like, bro, I appreciate that story. Like, so it's funny at first. But before they walk up, like, but I learned from that, man. You stayed silent, man. You taught me something.
Oh, no, shit, you goddamn right.
Hell
you know what I mean? Shit, I'm living proof.
I got to let them know, I cried too. Like, I was hurt. After Mike will tell you, I was hard down crying, bro. After it happened, like I called it off. I was hurt because I was actually ready to get married. But it was no way that I could marry someone that is more concerned about a piece of paper and my happiness and her benefit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just crazy.
But go through the whole thing, Steve. Let them hear the whole story of how really, like, of what she was trying to do to get over on you.
So
get the money.
You know, when you get ready to do a prenup, you both have to agree on it before it's signed.
Mm-hmm.
I can't just write a prenup, give it to her, and she sign it. We have to both agree with the wording in the prenup before it's signed. But
Right.
and not even before it's even drawn up properly.
Mm-hmm.
We have to agree on the terms of what's getting drawn up, right?
Right.
First, let's start there. So she knew what was in it because we had to agree on it. So I had it. So probably like a month before the wedding, bro. I gave it to him like, I know the month of wedding away. I just want to get these papers signed, before we get down there. You know what I'm saying? Before we even go, just get it out the way. Didn't put no pressure on it. 2 weeks passed. It's like 2 weeks before we got to go down to the wedding. I remind her, I'm like, I ain't been an asshole about it. I'm like, just make sure you get to them papers so I can sign, give it to my lawyer, so before we can get to Houston. Get ready, the week of, get ready to go to Houston. Look, bro, just go and sign the papers. I don't know if you're doing this on purpose. The tension's starting to come now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, look, I know you ain't deaf. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Just sign the paper, but I, you know what I'm saying? I know who I'm dealing with. Bam. So we get down there. As we get down there the first day, we both with family doing our thing, seeing everything. So we really ain't seeing each other, right? Because once you get there, the groom go a separate way, the bride go her separate way. So we get there, you know what I'm saying? But the whole time, that's in my back of mind. I'm talking to Mike stuff, everybody about it. So that's in my mind. So we getting dressed and shit for the wedding and all that. We end up going to the back room where the wedding get ready to start. It's a nice hotel. We back there drinking and stuff, chilling, right? So the maid come. She tell me, Steve, she still ain't signed the prenup because we had a maid. We had a nanny. She wasn't our maid. She was our nanny because she was keeping our baby. So she was like, Steve, she ain't signed it. I'm like, what? She ain't signed it. I'm like, man, bring it back over there and let her know, man, I'm not gonna have this wedding if she don't sign it, right? So during that time, when the nanny was going back over there, my sister was in the wedding. So my sister had came out the room. My sister had left out the room when got with a couple of my cousins because she heard how they was talking in there. So she had my sister. They ready to gang up and fight already. I knew. My sister super protective of me. He know my sister, 5'11", All-American basketball player. Like she the truth,
Yeah.
and beautiful. So she leaves out. And she ended up talking to my cousin. And so by that time, I get word that some kind of friction is going on in there with the women. And then they come back. Steven, she ain't gonna sign it. I'm like, she ain't gonna sign it. The preacher jump in. What was going on? I'm not getting. I'm calling the wedding off. She ain't signed the prenup. This nigga say, oh, I think we should just let God handle it. Come to find out. Hold on, E. Come to find out. Prior to that, when we was planning the wedding, we argued about this preacher because I didn't know him. I'm from Texas. Why I can't get my preacher from my church around down in there? You know what I'm saying? So the whole time, this the reason why she got this clown because he already don't believe in prenups. So his whole time, as soon as we get to me, Mike, and Steph, and all, let's get to the talk about it ain't going down. We finna go have some fun. Fuck this wedding. Hold on, no. Let's go. Let God handle it, and we gonna do this. Steph was like, man, fuck that. Nigga Mike, no, Steve, we ain't doing that, Steve. No, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing it. Mike, man, let's go, Steve. Let's go. Him and Steph, dog. That's why I love my brothers to this day because, bro, I'm talking about like to keep it funky. When you get to that position where you want to get married, dog, you want to go through with it. Like you actually found somebody as a man to spend that money and to take that bow and that step and have your feel like you have found somebody who you can actually trust and spend your life with. So I was actually at that point. But that was the best thing to happen to me. You know what I'm saying? We Bobby Valentino getting ready to start singing. They look at him like, oh no. Mike like, no. They tell him to come off the stage. You know what I'm saying? So I told him it was off.
Hey, what Bobby Valentino say? Is my curl too dry? Do I need to go fix it?
He didn't know what was going on, bro.
It ain't got nothing to do with your curl, nigga. No, nigga, this just shit is over with, babe.
Oh, hey, and one day I want to hear his side of the story because he was out there with the people. We didn't see none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, y'all was in the background and he seen all that. Hey, but you know what? The one thing I could say this is when the preacher was saying, let God handle it, right?
Mm-hmm.
God handled it. He put it in your heart to do the right thing for you. God
Best
handled
thing
it.
that ever happened to me.
You know what I mean? God handled it, man. And you know what? You know, shit. You
That
got to
shit was
keep
real
that.
life in there too.
You
Mike,
Like
got
Mike
you.
mom, Mike mom told me I became a man that day. While I was
Hey,
crying,
hey,
she told me
hey,
I
you
became
kept
a man that day, bro.
you kept that money. I promise you that. You kept
Yeah,
that money.
yeah.
You
And,
didn't get
and
caught
we
up.
ended up having a good time too. After that,
so, but
A damn
it was
good
like,
time, I bet.
Eddie, it was like a movie though. Like the way we were sitting there, like all the people, all the men's in the back.
So
Like, damn, how long she gonna take?
so y'all
You know
shit
what I
was
mean?
like the
and
wood.
look, and that was just calm. I wasn't even trying to be a dirtbag, but one of her closest friends spent like 2 days with me after that. So I wasn't even,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
I wasn't even
Oh
trying to
no,
be a
hey, no,
dirtbag.
yeah, you was. You know what? You was like, yeah, you was. You
Hey,
was
hey,
like, you
hey,
know
no,
what?
hey,
Fuck.
hey, Mike, remember, we was getting ready to go out and we getting in the car and she was like, where y'all going? Come on,
Oh
Yeah.
I want to
yeah.
come with y'all. Oh, you
Well, come
do?
on. Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. Well, come on with me. You know what I mean? Cause fuck that bitch over there. Come on over here. You understand me? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
You wait.
shit.
Everybody, we ain't gotta always take the high road. Sometimes we gotta go low when somebody go low. We gonna go a little bit lower. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
buddy.
I don't
Hey,
remember a
so
lot
y'all
of shit in
shit
my
was
life,
like
bro.
that was like the
I remember
wood,
that shit
except
like
you
it was
didn't get
yesterday,
married.
bro.
So it was
I
like
remember
the
that.
movie The Wood, but he didn't get married. You remember
I
the movie
remember
The
that shit
Wood?
like it was yesterday. You came back in the room. He said, "She ain't gonna sign it." Everybody's in the room like, "What the fuck?"
Couldn't
And then
believe it.
everybody it just dispersed. The shit was over with. It wasn't like, "Hold on, let me go." This shit was done. Like
Best
it's over.
decision you made in your life, brother. Believe it.
Yeah, man. I thank God for,
Yeah.
we got two beautiful kids today, both in college, doing amazing things. But for the
They
most part,
all
man,
look like him. You see his
yeah.
nose?
Yeah.
You see how his nose go like
yeah.
this? They
Hey,
all
look
got
though.
that.
Hey, was hella.
He can't deny none of them, Eddie.
At
Hey, was
all.
hella.
Not
No,
one
he
of them.
can't.
They got the
He can't.
trademark, man. They got the
Hey,
trademark.
hey, Jack. Listen, what was hella funny is that at the end of the day, dude was trying to say, and God, it's God's will. You need to. And you
But
like, huh?
Steve,
And you
tell her
was
what
like,
she
nah,
wanted
because
from you
God's
though.
will was your will, not what they, you know what I'm saying? That's so crazy to me, man. It's just, it's just how funny motherfuckers be putting this shit out there and want to throw shit on God because God don't have that kind of, that mindset or that
That
relationship
Malice,
for
nah,
anybody. You feel what I'm
nah.
saying?
And he seen everything she was doing. Like, bro, see, my lawyer and them had already put me on game. Like,
He
even
might have
after,
had some money on the back end. That's
but
probably
even
what that was.
and even after the wedding, they told me he told me exactly what happened. After I called it off, she tried to call me to the room and tried to say that she'll sign it now. Oh, I can't believe you did that. I'll sign it. I'll sign it. But the lawyer told me if she's crying or any type of distress or anything like that, don't
That
let her
shit don't
sign it
matter.
then. Yeah, because they can throw that out saying she wasn't in her right mind. And she tried that too and I didn't fall for it after the wedding.
Oh, how
Mm.
Yeah,
janky
bro,
is
she tried
that?
that too. She tried that too and I ain't fall for it. Her uncle
Oh
came to
my
him and just come
God.
talk to her. Just come talk to her. He lucky he didn't got to get his ass whipped.
Yeah. He was like this close, huh?
Real close. Real close.
Since we won't keep you much longer, we'll give you one. We'll ask you one more question, Steve. To
Oh,
where
good, bro. I ain't doing
you're
nothing. I'm chilling.
you're going hard right now. You a lot of business moves. Kind of give us a like a rundown of all the shit you're doing. You're everywhere, bro. You and Matt got y'all shit going. You got the other stuff going. The alcohol. Run down the shit for us real quick. Let's see what everything you're doing.
Well, first, before I even say any of that, you know what I'm saying? Allah has been wonderful to me, bro. I am no different than either one of you brothers. I just thank God for putting me in the great position and continue to have favor on my life because I made a lot of mistakes that I'm still trying to make up for, bro. But to be here and still getting all these blessings and being in the right place, I'm so thankful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also thankful for my team, man. Matt, Brian, and Jelani, Christina, and Dylan, all the guys over there, all the smoke. So we started off with Showtime. We started All the Smoke, the podcast. Nobody believed in it. Actually, Showtime didn't even want me at first when Matt told him. Matt told him about the podcast. They was like, nah, we don't want Steven Jackson. He's too rough. Matt was like, I ain't doing it. You know, so Matt stood tall. Went 5 years later, we started the podcast. While we was with Showtime, I was doing boxing as well. I started doing all the Showtime boxing. Showtime boxing was the biggest stream putting on fights for a long time. Showbox was the biggest thing with Steve Espinoza. They let me start doing the fights, weigh-ins, and all that stuff. So I got bigger to the boxing space while I was at Showtime. Paramount ends up buying Showtime, where they wanted to get rid of all their properties that wasn't about movies and series and TV shows and stuff like that. So when they bought us out of our contract, they also gave us the Showtime boxing properties. So all the Showtime boxing, the socials, me and Matt own that now. All the Smoke Productions own that now, and we changed that to All the Smoke Fight and All the Smoke Boxing. So we own all that now. So since we started All the Smoke, we started All the Smoke. We started a production company, All the Smoke Productions, where we produced KG Certified. We had Rachel and Boogie and a Rondo show. We produced, I think it's the 5150 with Deshaun Jackson and LaShawn McCoy. We produced their show. We got a couple other shows we do, and we did a partnership with DraftKings, where we got like maybe 8 shows on their network. We just actually today we just got voted out of the top 25 sports podcasts. We got voted number 1. We also got Anillo's Mezcal that we started with some of our partners out there in Oaxaca, Mexico. That we got going on now. We getting it, and so we really finna get into the boxing space. A lot of stuff with the boxing is going well. We signed Andre Ward and we signed Roy Jones to run our boxing, do the content for our boxing. So a lot of good things is happening, man. But I got to give a real big shout out to Brian Daly. He was the VP at Showtime. He's one of the owners here at All the Smoke Production, All the Smoke. And he's a big reason. Him and Matt put their brains together, but he's a big reason why a lot of this stuff is happening and continue to happen. We got a lot of big stuff coming for 2025. And I got a great team around me.
I got
my part.
Wait, I got
Love
one
to
more
see it,
thing,
man.
Mike, because
Love to
I
see
have to ask you. I can't let the nigga get off without asking these questions, right? He talk about boxing, and we've been talking about hoop, but we ain't really asked what he think about neither one of those, right? So right now, in the boxing space, what's the fight that needs to happen in your mind?
Well, if we're seeing a couple, we already got a couple. Morrell and David Benavidez. People is really sleeping on that fight. David Benavidez and Morrell is going to be one of the biggest fights probably in the last 10 years, bro. Because you have two of the guys that's at the top of that weight class that shouldn't be fighting right now. They should be fighting 2-3 years from now. If you go off how boxers normally do their careers, you know what I'm saying? They run their money up, then they fight these big fights. With these two are the biggest fighters, and they fight now. That says a lot. Also, the 2 other fights that I think is a must see. We're gonna see Spence and Fedora. That's gonna be a big one because we're gonna get to see if Spence still got it or do he need to retire. I think that's gonna be a big one too because if Bud don't fight Canelo, the only big fight is the rematch with him and Spence. If Spence beat Fedora,
you don't think
because that's who Terrence Crawford wanted to fight.
You don't
Fedora.
think that the fight between Benavidez and Canelo is one that, like, I mean, me myself, I'm a boxing fan. I watch boxing.
Not bigger than Bud.
No,
not bigger than Bud.
But Bud got to go up in weight. You know what I mean? And so that's different. You know what I'm saying? I think like where it's kind of matched up at weight size, and Bud don't have to go up so high in weight. I feel like that one is.
Yeah.
I feel like Canelo ducking that smoke. To be honest with you, I feel like he ducking that smoke.
You know what? To be honest, all boxers have ducked somebody. They won't put it in those terms. They just saying that fight wasn't best for their career. But the only other fight that I would want to see that could be the biggest fight is Shakur and Tank.
I'm glad you said that because I swear out of my mouth, I bullshit you not. That was gonna be my next thing is like Shakur and Tank. Because do you think Tank finna run through the nigga he finna fight right now? I think Tank finna run through him.
Yeah, I mean, it's Tank should win the fight. He should win like he normally wins. But Lamar, if you know anything about Lamar Roach, he's fought Tank a lot, so he know Tank well, and he ain't scared of Tank. And Tank never knocked him out. So that was an amateur. He's a professional now. Tank is fighting him because this is a challenge for him. Tank got to start taking challenges. He's gonna take 3 more fights, right? He gonna fight this guy. He gonna fight maybe Ryan again, or
I don't want to see that
somebody
fight
else in that class.
I don't want to see the Ryan fight again.
Then his last fight gonna be Shakur. And he's gonna ride off in the sunset on that one.
Now I'm gonna flip it to the NBA. Right now,
yeah.
Who you got winning? Who you got winning the shit? Everything. Who's the
Boston?
He that's why he asked you that shit. That motherfucker. I'm surprised he ain't got Celtics shirt on right now.
I got something for you.
Hey, the only way that don't happen is if Milwaukee clicks or
You think Milwaukee will click?
Or the Warriors get Braun or
Hey man,
Giannis.
listen. Hey, say man. Hey man. Hey man. Hey man.
It's
Hey
not,
man. Say man.
I
Hey
see you.
man. Say
I
man.
see you.
Let
I
me
see
talk
you.
real quick right now, man. Listen. This is what I'm gonna say.
I
We're
see you.
Milwaukee, right? So I'm gonna talk about Milwaukee. I think that they're turning the corner, but do I think that I don't think that they're defensive wise. I think they're slow. They're slow of foot. Bobby Portis ain't no faster. Um, Brooke Lopez is slowest as ever. You know what I'm saying? Dame is still Dame. And I told this to Scal the other night because he was like, I don't see it with Milwaukee. I said, whenever you got two motherfuckers that are out there that any given night can give you 30 apiece and they are superstars, you got to be aware of that. So I'm going to give Milwaukee their credit. I'll give Milwaukee their credit, but I just don't think that they could defend like that.
Let me ask you a question. How you get
Oh,
two
man, you
rings?
know what? You want to know why? You want to know why? Because, I cover the Celtics.
You didn't see him celebrating with them last year?
Yeah.
Yes,
Hey,
I
cause
did.
hey, you know what? Because they called me up. They said, "Listen, I didn't think I was gonna get another ring." They called me up. They said, "Hey, what's your ring size?" I said, "Ooh, I'm gonna tell you right now." You know what I mean? So, I got two of them, man. You know what I mean? I'm in the trenches just like them. I'm covering them every single night, every single game. I'm talking about them. I'm watching them. I
Yeah.
fuck with these youngsters. I
You
seen they
earned that
grit and
ring.
grind. I didn't earn it like they earned it. That's why my shit ain't the same size.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I did put in the time, and I do know the what they have done. So you know what? I like that you said the Celtics. I would say this.
We know you did.
Hey,
We know you do.
but the only threat is because they started to talk about it in the media and they're
Who?
bringing it up a lot about the only way LA gonna they got to trade Braun and the Warriors
You think
keep
they'll
coming.
trade him though?
Warriors, yeah, that's the only thing though. The Warriors coming up in the media saying that they need
Check this
another big
out, though.
star. If they can land a big star,
Hey, listen.
they got a chance.
They can't. They can't.
Giannis,
LeBron ain't the answer. And I play with LeBron, and LeBron is LeBron. But you can't in a 7-game series back to back to back to back to win the championship. You can't have 40-point game and then can't have 11-point game. You can see he's getting a
See,
little older in the tooth, long in the tooth. Excuse me. He's still fantastic and great,
but
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 that ain't
still,
gonna do it.
the way that the Warriors
That ain't
play,
gonna do it.
neither one of them gonna fit in. Neither one
Neither
of them gonna
one
fit
will fit
in.
in.
they have to slow the
Giannis,
game down.
yeah.
They have to slow the game down. But then again, shit, they ain't got much over there. They
Hey, look
ain't
though,
better.
if you Milwaukee, would you be like, I'm gonna get rid of Giannis? Fuck no. I'm not doing that. I'm
Nah,
not doing
I'm
that
not.
unless I say it's a total
Nah,
rebuild and I got to get a lot.
Giannis
Yeah,
gonna have to
right,
say it.
right.
Yeah. And they was on their way
Hey,
for a
what? Hey,
minute
what?
until they
Hey, what
started to
team?
win a
Hey,
little
what team
bit.
though?
Yep.
Stack. What team?
Hey,
Don't
Boston.
Hey, man, say man.
But
Oh,
what if
one
Golden
more
State?
thing.
Hey, what if Golden State make that phone call and say, look, bro, Thanasis, we'll sign you, Thanasis. Go on, tell your brother, come on down.
Hey, and you know what? You know what? If I was on the
look
other
at
end and I was like, hey,
Hey,
look,
Mike, that'll
I'll be
work.
like the Thanasis.
Thanasis.
That's your asses, cause I'm not signing you for your brother. I'm sorry, and I'm hanging up the phone.
Man, I'm telling you, Warriors called Thanasis and like Thanasis, man. We know you rehabbing. As soon as you get right, tell your
Hey,
brother, come
look,
on, we
I got
got
one
y'all.
more
yeah,
for you
shit.
though. I
That's
got
a
one more for you,
easy.
man. Before we leave, cause we about to wrap this shit up. One more, cause you a hip hop head, and I know you fuck with Lil Wayne heavy, right? You fuck with him heavy.
Yeah,
Lil Wayne, I fuck with
yeah,
Lil Wayne heavy.
yeah,
Do you think
yeah.
Kendrick Lamar just put out one of the best albums that we've heard in the longest of times, or do you be like, nah, I ain't fucking with him?
I'm not gonna say I ain't fucking with him because the album is a classic album. It's definitely a classic album. But for me, I'm not saying it's one of the best ever.
I
It's a
said in
lot
a
of
long
music that
time.
came out, bro. Yeah, in a long time. In a long time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then me, I'm from the South too. So, you know what I'm saying? Besides Dr. Dre and Snoop and them, if it ain't that old E40 and that type, we grew up on the Bay, you know what I'm saying? That gangster shit.
Short.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? That's the West Coast we grew up on. Spice
Mm-hmm.
One and all that type of shit. So, yeah, I fuck with Kendrick, but
Nah.
they better leave Tune alone. Hey, let me say, nobody wants to hear this. You know when you hear that, before a Wayne song,
Yeah.
that lighter flick, it's finna be over. Leave him where he at. Like he said, I ain't bothering nobody. I ain't doing
I
nothing,
want to
bro.
see
Salute
it
to you.
though. I
Salute
want
to
to
all
see it.
y'all. Keep my name out of here, because I'm telling you, if you want me to be
I
disturbed, I
want him to
will
be
be
disturbed because I
disturbed.
think that's what hip hop needs right now, man. A good battle, good, good friendly battle. Talk your shit and move that way with two hard lyricists. I want to see it.
Yeah, I mean, both of them, Kendrick and Wayne, definitely in my top 5. Wayne, you know what I'm saying? They might be both of them might be in my top 3 right now. But what Kendrick is doing, but I don't think nobody can diminish anything he's doing. He running the game right now in the proud fashion. And what I like about Kendrick the most, his music got
Yep.
substance.
Facts.
It's substance. It ain't none of this clown shit that like
Facts.
he got substance. He's saying something in all his music. And even with his project, like, you know what I'm saying? His project makes sense. Like, even with the car, the meaning from the car, like he taking time with his project and putting stuff together. So I think what he's just being a master at his craft right now, and everybody better get out the way.
Facts.
Go
All right,
ahead,
well, we're
wrap it
gonna
up,
wrap
Eddie.
this shit up. Hold up. Let me put my on my Kendrick shit right now. Hey now, say now. Oh, what shout that out. Shout that out.
Okay, give him a
Talk,
shout
shout
out.
that out.
Say this our mezcal right here. It's called the Neos. It's rings in Spanish. Shout out to our people out in Oaxaca, Mexico. Y'all make sure y'all give me the address, and make sure y'all get some bottles so y'all can let me know, what y'all think about it. But the Neos mezcal, you can make my drink is called the De Niro. Mix it with some of
I'm
this.
about to text you right
Yeah,
now,
I
Steve. You
need
can
a I
send you
need a
can
I
send
need a
some
I
of
need a
that
case
this
of
way.
that, man. Come on. Stop playing with us.
Make the De Niro your favorite flavored puree. Don't use none of them bullshit fake sugar drinks that be in the store. All those juices, don't use none of them because it's gonna fuck it up. Go get you some real puree. They got the different syrup purees. You can get you one, and whatever flavor. 2 count with that. 2 count with this, and a 2 count with lemonade. That's called the De Niro, a Neos,
Yes,
baby. Go
sir.
get your bottle. And you see that's the All the Smoke
I do
logo
see
on that
that.
thing.
Hey, what I would like to see better than seeing that is a case at my doorstep. So can we get
I got you. I'm gonna send y'all
send
some
me
of these too.
everything.
I'm gonna send
I
y'all
need
some
it
of these
all.
too.
I
All
use
the
it
smoke
Yeah.
all, man, and
lighters.
I definitely be posting up, you know what I mean? For sure. You already know. Yeah, man.
Appreciate
Yes,
So
y'all,
this
sir.
was
man.
Let's go.
a fantastic conversation with our brother Steven Jackson. Stack Jack, you understand me? You know what I mean? We go way,
Yes,
way
sir.
back. You know what I mean? Mike and him go way further back than I do with him, but we have our time together. A solid,
We
we
all
all
family.
family,
Yes,
and
sir.
salute to you and keep doing what you're doing, brother. That's the end of this episode, man. So appreciate you, brother.
Love you to death,
Love you,
Steve.
man.
Appreciate you coming on, man. Thank you. Tell
Man,
your mom and everybody say hello.
love y'all more, man.
Love you.
Anything for y'all. Y'all know what it is. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.